Chicken Legs. A boon by Baba Yaga. Comes now Moira, princess of our hearts, pale and highborn, inspiring as the endless azure skies, keeper of the cradle of kingdoms. Comes now Daoud, primus princeps, behold Stargate's pride. Carl Council, custodian nebulorum, challenge the Argent Charger at your peril. Here now comes Kaelin, first rose of fair Sinagwan fame. Behold black wings in burning sun beating. Here now a herald's cry of honor and glory. Here now comes Cormac, imbiber of Master Hunter's briny brew. Viva la Crapeau! Viva la Crapeau! First sword of the single swan! O earthly Etin, arise and soar! Blessed are we by Mycona, northmost princesses, snow-wise and night keen, wolves at the door, welcome and wassail, vanguard of victory, breaker of chains. Witness Crucius, always two there are, a princess and a prince, a bear mighty and fell, in dark thimble forests, through passion comes strength, power gained through gallant glory.
Huerta!
Their Majesties would welcome into their court their heirs, the Crown Prince and Crown Princess of the West, Kenrick and Dagmar.
Hopefully it's not too much.
You have their Majesty's leave to be seated. Let the Baron and Baroness of Alicia come forward.
Just want to let you know, you have our permission to hold your office for another year or until you find a successor. Never leave, thank you.
These are changes to the laws of the Kingdom of the West. Article 3, Section 1.1.2. Do I have to read the old one?
Just read the new one.
I'm just reading the new one. There you go. There are 13 lesser officers of state. The Chatelaines, the Minister of the Lists, the Minister of the Equestrian Arts, the Royal Archer, the Royal Rapier Marshal, the Royal Regalia Minister, the Page Editor, the Web Minister, the Social Media Officer, the Chancellor Minor, the Notary, the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion DEI Officer, and the Muted Emissary. Signed by their Majesties, Miles and Yitka, King and Queen of the West. On to one number 2. This is also a change. Article 3, Section 9. The chronicler shall oversee the print and digital publishing, electronic communication, and media broadcasting. The chronicler shall maintain regnum. The chronicler shall publish all required announcements, notices of society events, kingdom law, and other kingdom business on applicable official platforms. 9.2. The page editor shall prepare the page and publish the page as a newsletter of the kingdom. The page editor is responsible for the print publishing of all required announcements, notices of society events, kingdom law, and other kingdom business. 9.3. The web minister shall develop and maintain the kingdom website, all communications with France web ministers and shall advise the Crown and officers regarding electronic media. The web minister oversees and manages content on the Kingdom website and facilitates needed updates and changes. The web minister shall publish all required announcements, notices of society events, Kingdom law, and other Kingdom business in a digital format. 9.4. The social media officer oversees the various social media channels, including announcements, discussions pertaining to matters of import to the Kingdom. The social media officer serves as an administrator on all official social media platforms unless they delegate administrative responsibilities to an individual. If online behavior of a participant does not follow published society standards, the social media officer will work with the seneschalate to address the behavior. Again, signed by their Majesties, Miles and Whitman. Those are all of the official law changes at this time. Well, the chronicler and the page editor and the chancellor minor come forward. Well, two of them are not.
Sweater gap, I take up one room.
We release you from your oath of fealty, which you made for your office. Thank you for your service. We'll start with you. Have you a successor to this office? Who might that be?
But Belladonna de Sword should come before their Majesties.
Have you made Belladonna aware of the duties and responsibilities of her office? Are you prepared to accept and execute the duties and office of chronicler? Have you been made aware of the duties and responsibilities of the office? Let the office pass.
Congratulations.
We'll hear from you very soon.
Right? Good job.
Belladonna, do you now swear fealty to Miles and Yitka, your undoubted sovereigns? And do you swear that you will faithfully discharge your offices, obey their lawful commands in all matters that concern the kingdom, uphold the crown and kingdom of the West, and mindful that the harmony of the kingdom springs from your deeds, that you will treat courteously with those of every degree, until the king and queen depart from their throne, or death take you, or the world ends?
We, for our part, do swear fealty to this great office, and promise to protect and defend you and those that serve with you, with all of our power, until we depart from our throne, death take us, or the world end. So say we, Miles, King of the West.
So also say we can get King of the West.
We have our leave to... Yes.
So now we have to install the page editor.
We're free.
No, Christina, you don't have to go.
Oh, wait, nope, sorry, I lied.
So, as new officers, let Christina Orion, who is now the page editor, and Rivka of Sushan as the chancellor minor. Here we go. And they
Are you aware of your responsibilities? Prepared to do those responsibilities? Let it pass. That's it. You're free. Be free.
Which hand would you like
For
to go
the
by?
outgoing chronicler, the incoming chronicler, page editor, and the Chancellor Minor. Hip hip. Hip hip. If there are any newcomers, be at this event, your first or second event, please come forward and kneel before their majesty. Newcomers, new people.
There we go.
Go ahead, go forward. Go forward. They're nice people.
Right? I can't count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 people. Okay. All right, well, thank you so much. Newcomers are the lifeblood of the SCA. Us old timers that were born into it, you know, we're stuck. You know, we love it here. We're glad to have new people. Hoping that you will stick to, that you will be here for a long time like the rest of us. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming.
You folks all had a good time. Three cheers for the newcomers.
For the newcomers, hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Their Highnesses have something for you to go.
Well, you got to start off the family.
Give all the presents.
Early on.
Wait.
Thank you.
Okay, one more time. Please go back.
Let Decimus Titus Maximus come now before their majesties.
Change the name again, though, right? It's not even the right name, is it? What's the new name? Your own Java.
Please see me after court. Whereas it has come to our notice that through diverse great efforts, it is thus our pleasure to reward you with an award of arms. We grant you the right and charge you with the responsibilities of this rank, and we further grant you the right to bear as arms such device as you have properly registered with our heralds in this our kingdom and throughout the known world, by our hands, this 26th day of March, in the 56th year of the Kingdom of the West, Miles Rex, Yitka Regina.
Now you have to register arms and you have to put on the front of your shield. It's going to have to look pretty at all times. So also. Yeah, there's no
For Lord Grimbjorn, hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
Get out of here.
Let the kingdom's seneschal
permission to address your populace, Your Majesty. Hi, everybody. Hi. The horses thought we had so much fun having plague that they decided to have their own plague, so we're not holding our spring equestrian event. However, the plan was to have it out on the KHTI land, and so several of us will be partnering with KHTI. There's too many letters in that, but you know the guys. Several of us will be partnering with them to go out and do a work day that day. So keep your eye up for all the places we normally post those things. If you want to come out, you want to see the land, I've got a little dirt permit right here. We'd love to have the assistance. The other piece that we have, their majesties have heirs. Yay! There's going to be a Beltane war. I mean, Beltane followed by a Snogglemis war. One of the things this site has, for those of you who have been to Camp Discovery before, is there are cabins. We have a certain number of cabins that we will be doing by lottery out to the populace. If you have not had a chance yet, you're interested in having a cabin, the links to be able to enter into that lottery are on all of the web pages for the event. Go find one of the links, enter yourself in. We will be doing the drawing for that. It's the Monday or Tuesday after Miss Cornett when their highnesses have some errors. Their highnesses have some errors as well. So that's everything. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Seneschal and all of her hard work. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Let Eva Hunsdaughter, Lachlan Bjorn Olfsson, Titus Octavius Singenius, Lucia Sabina, and Freydis Ulfsdaughter come before their majesties.
Eva!
Lachlan, Eva, come. Where'd you go?
Now that's alacrity.
It is the privilege of the crown to recognize those who contribute to the well-being of their majesties and of the kingdom. The crown's favor is given as a sign of this recognition.
We may not have actually survived this rain if it wasn't for you guys. You literally salvaged our sanity sometimes. You made sure that we were dressed properly and we hit our things to the site and knew where we were going because you're more organized than we are. You guys are amazing. And
I talked to plenty of people down here. All the things she said.
For Aoife, Titus, Lachlan, and Lucia, who have the favor of the crown. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
let the Arts and Sciences Minister come forward with the announcement of the winners for the Wreath of Athena.
Good populace of the West, today we held the Wreath of Athena competition. I have some shocking news. There were 25 entries. Also presented us with some problems. We ran out of tables, and yet the populace of the West came through and brought us more tables. We ran out of tablecloths, and yet the populace of the West came through and brought us tablecloths. We nearly ran out of feed, which is there's one other problem that happened with this one, and we will address that now. I am bid by Kingdom Law to invite the artisans who scored the 3 highest positions to bring themselves and their entries before their majesty. Shall I read any? So please do count with me the 3 highest scoring entries. Wood, Brian of Bellatrix. 1. Giselle Pulvar. 2. Gisela Otherkeller. 3. Omadon Onluch. 4. And Zvesta Dari. Please attend. We seem to have had a few ties. So, Giselle, would you show the populace your starting here? Wood carvings based on historical illuminations. Oh, cool. Separating by only 1 point, would Omadon Onluch and Zvezda, would Omadon and Zvezda come and stand up? Omadon, can you describe your entry?
It's a paper on a introduction to medieval parts of the British Isles.
And that's
I made a blue and gold.
Thank you very much. Tied for second. You might guess that we now are up to the firsts. Tied for first is Gisela and Brian. Gisela, would you show off your entry?
5 years ago, I started spinning. I spun this on a drop spindle. I wove it. And just recently, I finally managed to fell it and cut it. And I sewed this tunic with the needle I carved myself.
Sir Brian.
Sure.
3 weeks ago, a certain stand-in regalia minister asked someone who is amazing to make heirs' coronets, and he came through because he is phenomenal.
Brian and Gisela, your names will be entered on the rolls of the Wreath of Athena, and their majesties have a small presentation for you as well.
Lines or anything? Yeah. We now bestow upon you the Wreath of Athena.
For all the amazing artisans and scientists in this kingdom, hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
So remember, folks, making art is fun!
Yay, research!
Yay, research.
Thank you all.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Right now.
Well, while we're here, seriously.
I did
Y'all don't mind, do you? Switch out. Oh no, please go show everybody else.
Why don't you wear them, Royal Highness? Show them off.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he needs to tilt that one on me.
Anybody else gonna see it? Let's go show everybody.
The regalia minister and our amazing artisan who has added to the history of this regalia. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
And while they're showing those off, if you like shiny things, interacting with awesome royalty, meeting a lot of cool artisans who make reward tokens that we all enjoy, you should consider being the next regalia minister. I'm just standing in. I plan to help out with painting awesome pavilions, but I have everything written down for this office from when I was the officer 2 years ago. So if you like shiny things, come see me. I'll train you. It'll be awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let Eleanor the Gentle come now before their majesties. Where it has come to our notice that through diverse great efforts you have continually enriched our realm. It is thus our pleasure to reward you with an award of arms. We grant you the right to charge you with the responsibilities of this rank, and we further grant you the right to bear as arms such device as you may have properly registered with our heralds. In this our kingdom and throughout the known world, by our hands this 26th day of March, in the 56th year of the Kingdom of the West, Miles Rex, Yipka Regina.
Camp Mon, she keeps us fed, so we appreciate her.
But also, if we could get a happy birthday song.
Oh yeah.
Ready?
So we'll sing Happy Birthday, Camp Mon.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Camp Mom. Happy birthday to you.
For Lady Eleanor the Gentle and Camp Mom to their majesties. Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
Shut up, lady.
Ed, Dante de Colino, come before their majesties. It is the prerogative of the crown to honor with the title of Baron those whose noble attributes have pleased them.
So, Dante is amazing in pretty much every way you can be amazing. There were multiple people on the field today wearing armor that he helped them make, and doesn't charge anybody for anything because he just legitimately likes to help people and teach people. He puts people in garb. He gives them a landing spot to call home. When you don't have a family, he's your family. If you don't know Dante yet, take a few minutes and meet him at some point because your life will be better for it. And we love you.
Yeah, thanks for making her cry.
Dante, Court Baron of the West. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Let Corwina come forward with the results of the wooden spoon.
Well, wonderful Duchess Juana Montoya taught us well. Period food is
yummy!
So, however, we have some terrible news like A&S did. However, ours is a little different because we had only one person who was willing to share their absolutely yummy period food. And that wonderful person was Telena Dogasepi de Fiesole. Is she here by any chance? So, anyway, she was willing to share her food and she brought an absolutely delicious quince marmalade, good and fantastic, as it is translated from the Italian 15th century. So it was very nice, it was easy to share. So please, more of you have the courage to share your wonderfully yummy period food in the future, and we will have the same terrible problem that A&S had of not having enough tables. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
For Talina, winner of the wooden spoon. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Here opens the court of more Joe and Mora. Prince and Princess of the Mist.
Court aerobics.
Let the following come now before their highnesses. Lucilius and Vitana of Owertha. Gavin and Celestria, also of Owertha. Ellis and Michael, also of Owertha.
Stand. Stand.
Thank you.
No, this is the rough crew.
It is the privilege of the coronet to recognize those who contribute to the well-being of their highnesses and of the principality. The coronet's favor is given as a sign of this recognition.
So, not long after the quick choral vestiture we had, we were fortunate to be able to travel to Owertha. It was our first time, and these wonderful people here hosted us, played tour guide, fed us, made sure we had chairs to sit in. Even after they won their own coronet, they took care of us.
Took care of the snot-nosed prince.
So the very princess shopping. Took the princess shopping, yes. So the very least we could do is thank you to all of you. I'm so glad you were all to be here. Yeah, as long as one person. You're the designated healer. The designated healer. dim. I can't see.
For the instrumentals, who have in favor of the coronet? Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah!
Congratulations. Not full and forward.
Yes. All right, put the hugs out of the way.
Okay, while they're hugging, I have a couple of greetings. We had a wonderful list today. His Majesty couldn't have arranged for it. We had theirs. Next week it's my turn. So I'm looking forward to hosting everyone at our cornet list. It will be a special list in that there will be 2 elevations this week. So I do have to point out one small thing. Our list minister has been very clear, and I am supporting her, that we will close our list promptly at the start of court at 9:30. And court will start at 9:30 as one of the elevations is time sensitive. But please come join me as we select our new heirs. We're really looking forward to this as we reawaken the dream and gather. So again, come, fight, enjoy, and we look forward to everyone attending. Thank you.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Thank you. There being no further business, here comes the Nagwa.
No, there is not Snagwa.
There is a Sonagwa.
Just a second.
Good, come here.
Thus resumes the Court of Miles and Impa.
Now you done it.
Can I get all the Order of the Chivalry present, please? I'd really like to offer you drinks in Order of the Chivalry. We would love it to be us, but if it is
Thank you.
you guys have our week. Thank you so much.
Or Prince Daoud, who has been put on notice to be on vigil for knighthood. So Snagwa, you have some business before you.
Good gentles, lend an ear to this the court of Cormac and Kaelin, Prince and Princess of Sinagua. Their Highnesses call before them, Mish White.
Said go. Yeah, he did this. She's bustling. She got the baby and the dog. Baby and the dog.
You can't have her back yet, right?
Nancy Bear wants
I don't know. All I heard was Mish come to court. Hi!
Yes, you
Hi. Turn around and big deal with their Highnesses.
I think I started. There are those among us who have shared in our labor, partaken our joy, and broken bread at our tables, yet they do not live within the boundaries of our peaceful, beautiful principality. Whether they be of the mists, bereft of our shining Sinaguan sun, marcher lords and ladies hidden by mountain and forest from our bountiful fields, Owerthans locked in winter away from our welcome warmth, or come from some land not even part of the West, they have shown that within them beats the heart of a swan, and that the blood in their veins flows sable, argent, and ore. Their Highnesses, Cormac and Kalin, wish to acknowledge before their people that among us today, such estimable person, and they would recognize them with Den Grim Ailing.
Your love for these lands and people of Sinagua, we now give you this token so that all will know that we accept you as one of our own. Really, is there anybody here who doubts that she's Sinagua, especially if that little joke?
I feel like I'm Sinagua is fine.
Besides the fact that, I don't know, volunteer. You make things like site tokens.
Site tokens, our Prince and Princesses tokens.
Yes.
Bunch of tokens for everybody.
This is just a little point that this is
For Mish, Den Grim Ailing. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
And the baby.
So ends the court of Cormac and Kalin.
Here opens the court of the North, the court of their Highnesses of Awartha, Crucius, and Vicana. You have their Highnesses leave to be seated. The land that has passed through the test of time needs its past to be able to find its future. There are those among you who have preserved that glorious past in many ways. The history of the Principality of Awartha is great and must be preserved. The recognition of Historian of Awartha was created to acknowledge those who served the Principality by recording our history. Therefore, their Highnesses would call Master Hirsch von Henford, late of Awartha.
Is he expected back tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
This did not happen. Strike it from your memory.
What? It's on camera.
All right. There being no further business, there was never business. You saw nothing. We return this to your regularly scheduled programming.
Here resumes the court of Miles and Yitka, who demand the presence of His Highness of Awartha.
I'm gonna need the ship again.
Breathe. Breathe. Stand up tall.
We're willing to do, I'm sure a good friend would also be more than willing to do it as well.
For the record, His Highness has said yes. For Prince Basilius, on the path and vigil for night. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
You can hug it out with everybody else later.
a piece written on site at Beltane to a topic announced in court on Saturday morning.
Let Angelita Marina Castillo de Guzman and Bridget O'Connor come before their majesties. Yes, Bridget, that means you have to move. It is the prerogative of the crown to honor with the title of Baroness those who subject
Being a seneschal anytime is difficult. Being a seneschal during the plague times, really, really difficult. You did an amazing job, and it would have been really easy to burn out and turn your back when you were done. And instead, continue to be a joy and a light in the kingdom. You are so appreciated.
for Bridget, Baroness of the West. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Now, second piece of business. We've had sad news. Sad news. I'm sure many of us have heard, but some of us haven't. A Sinagwan family has succumbed to fire. Their home is gone. We have a collection box here to collect gifts of cash or gift cards to help support them in their immediate time of need. Paperwork takes a while. We don't know what's going to happen with their insurance, but we want them to at least have what they absolutely need right now. So, I will be sitting at the back of court if you would like to come and give a donation to help our Sinagwan family, who is a family that does a great deal of service. Do you have a question?
What are the best gift cards or most useful gift cards to get them?
The very best gift cards are things like Walmart or Target, or I would say that Walmart or Target are going to be the easiest for them. Visa cash cards are also acceptable because they can use those to pay for bills and things like that, or gas or heating or whatever. So, any other questions?
Yes. Are you set up to take cards? I am not set up to take cards. But there is a GoFundMe listed on the Facebook page, and you can do PayPal or cards through that.
For the constable and all of her hard work, and for the fundraiser for the Sinagon family. Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah! Let Owen of Lancaster come before their majesties.
Take a knee.
On the film.
On the film.
Owen, whereas it has come to our notice through diverse great efforts who have considerably enriched our realm. It is thus our pleasure to reward you with an award of arms. We grant you the rights and charge you with the responsibilities of this rank, and we further grant you the right to bear as arms such device as you may have properly registered with our herald, in this our kingdom and throughout the known world, by our hands this 26th day of March in the 56th year of the Kingdom of the West, Miles Rex, Yetka Regina.
Not only is he an enthusiastic and fun fighter, he's also a handsome face. I pity the fact that you are aspired to his grace. Are going to be leading the same path that I did, one filled with pain. And you're a lord now, man. Get out of here.
For Lord Owen. Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah!
Let Ajax Thermopylaicles and Uta Kathrana Thalhammer come before the thrones. Well, while that's happening, while they're being fetched, well, actually, we have autocrat. Let the autocrat come forward with her words. She's also
Same spot.
same spot. Let those who have worked this event, did you list, did you marshal, did you herald, please stand up. Did you work gate? Did you go and volunteer and work anywhere on this site? All of these people made this event possible. Their Majesties point. So come get paid for your work this day.
His house says he's long gone. Or they are long gone.
By the way, I do believe that would include you. Yeah, I thought about it. I'll go over there and get it from them afterwards. Oh, all right.
Ellis continues to summit.
I was pretty personalized. You know, you're not talking to a person, you're talking to a concept. Right.
Hello, everybody. I am the current event steward. Thank you all for a lovely event.
Yay.
Site closes tomorrow at 4. Please don't make me chase you.
Thank you so much.
for all of your hard work so we can have an awesome event.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much.
Correct over here.
Oh, geez. Thank you so much. Thank you. Pass these around to all the staff. Thank you all so much.
As Ajax and Uta have left sight, their majesties are greatly pleased with their achievements in the crown list this day, and they have honored them with the title of Commendables.
On behalf of all the participants in the crown who fought with honor chivalry, for it is by the effort of all that honor is served, be for our reign Commendables.
For Ajax and Uta, Commendables Regni Occidentalis. Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
All combatants in the crown tournament today fought with bravery, courtesy, and honor. However, there are always some who stand above the rest in chivalry and in valor. Let Sir Robert of Woodsend and Owen Lancaster come now before their majesties.
Well, I'll still speak some words. It's all cool here. All right, Owen, come on.
You fought with outstanding valor and courage on the field this day. Therefore, it is our pleasure to reward you with the wreath of valor.
It's also important to take your losses and do everything with fun. And you fought well above your ability today, and always remember to keep that same heart fight. About Robert Woodsend, I think we all know Robert Woodsend, right?
Yes.
Who doesn't know that man? Made me really happy to see him on the field today. And it made me even happier to see that guy still on the top of his freaking game, man. For how long has that guy been that good? He's always been that good. He's always been that good. It gives me hope that maybe, and I'm not trying to say he's advanced in his years, but he's advanced in his handsomeness, all right? It takes a longer time to become that handsome. But I hope that I have half the longevity that that guy does. He's an inspiration to us all, and he's an inspiration of what chivalry is. I think we all know that. And this is just another way of saying thank you to Robert Woodsend for being the man. So, can somebody give this to him? Who would be seeing him next?
I live a mile from him.
Thank you so much. Make sure to give it. Thank you. Get out of here, Owen. You're done with you.
For Robert and Owen, recipients of the wreaths of chivalry and valor. Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Let Eleanor the Gentle, Sarah a la Petite Rose, Katrina Yarborough, Exera Coscano, Cecilia Nail come now before their majesties.
I didn't do it.
I didn't either. I don't know. I gotta get a drink. That's all I've got.
privilege of the Crown to recognize those who contribute to the well-being of their majesties and of the kingdom. The Crown's favor is given as a sign of recognition.
You guys have made our lives so much better, whether it be watching our child or sending me messages to check in on me, make sure I'm not losing my mind, or bringing me cool sharp lunch boxes,
Shock glasses.
fighting for me in roses and reminding me that there is always joy in fighting no matter where you are or who you're fighting or what you're doing. It's always fun. Camp Mom, you guys rock. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh gosh, right here. I'm not putting things over people's heads. Yeah, I'm not putting this on
For Eleanor, Sarah, Katrina, Axera, and Cecilia. Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah!
There are deeds done by the subjects of the West, which are extraordinary, either in the scope or in measure. These deeds define the West and make the kingdom great. To give due note, honor, and renown to those good works of the Western Roll of Honor records their names and deeds, so that none may forget the exemplary actions of these subjects of the West. Their Majesties now call before them Kelsey Aylesworth.
It's coming this way.
Glad I came back in time.
He tried. He came by men in green.
Let the roll be right.
John Fitzroll, March 1st, AS 33. Amber Tempest of Mocktier, May 2nd, AS 33. Frederick of Holland, June 23rd, AS 36. Paul of Bellatrix, June 23rd, AS 36. Gregory of Loch Swan, August 16th, AS 36. Hirsch von Henford, August 25th, AS 36. Aylwin Greymane, July 6th, AS 37. Isabeau of the Wild Wood, July 6th, AS 37. Magdalene de Bourgogne, July 6th, AS 37. Rowan Peregrine, July 6th, AS 37. Stephen Eldred of Rockley, July 6th, AS 37. Rowan Peregrine, July 6th, AS 37. Vladimir Ivanovich Kurgan, July 6th, AS 37. Eric Bjornson, January 8th, AS 39. Murray Alexander, January 8th, AS 39.
Ellis O'Byrne, March 31st, AS 41. Frederick of Holland, March 31st, AS 41. Akner Ib Tanin, March 22nd, AS 42. Catherine Blackheart, March 22nd, AS 42. Letitia de Scotia, March 22nd, AS 42. Havek Bender, August 4th, AS 43. Rose de la Mons, August 23rd, AS 43. Kevin Peregrine, August 23rd, AS 43. Patrice de Courfidel, August 23rd, AS 43. James Greyhelm, January 3rd, AS 43. George of Glacier's Edge, August 15th, AS 44. Katarzyna Pojarski, August 15th, AS 44. Diana Listmaker, January 9th, AS 44. Hendrik of Haven, January 9th, AS 44. Linda Muriel van Katzenbras, January 9th, AS 44. Juana Isabella de Montoya y Ramirez, July 6th, AS-47. Anna Bradford, July 22nd, AS-47. Gillian Trenoweth, August 25th, AS-47. Megan McAllister of Thornwood, October 14th, AS-47. Williams Vicop Figuered-Falca, October 14th, AS-47. Artos Quintus, January 5th, AS-47. Seyoun Egglesdottir, January 5th, AS-47. Tengwistel Verchmorget Glasbjörn, February 9th, AS-47. Arianak Katlin Nicola Cheney, April 6th, AS-47.
Gerstern Haley, April 7th, AS-47. Serrana of Hawthorne Hall, April 7th, AS-47. Siobhan of Cloverdale, May 4th, AS-48. Antonio Giordano da Sicilia, January 4th, AS-48. Catherine of Wessex, August 7, AS-49. Jeffrey Scott, August 7, AS-49. Joel the Brewer, October 9, AS-50. Aliska Zizulabi, January 9th, AS-50. Danae Fitzroberts, January 7th, AS-51. Assault of Summer Hall, March 24th, AS-52. Leah Tulp of the Silver Hills, July 6th, AS-53. Warwick Scogan, July 6th, AS-53. Helga Skaldmere, February 23rd, AS-53. Leah Tulp of the Silver Hills, February 23rd, AS-53. Okay.
No, one more.
One more? Oh, I missed one. Katerina Inganukena, December 7th, AS-54. Yes.
So, watching your reaction to the names on those lists, you belong there. 100%. When it comes to service in this kingdom, there's nothing that you don't do. And you do it gleefully. It never looks like it's a chore. And that's an incredible thing. It inspires the people around you. This kingdom wouldn't be what it is without you.
Kelsey Aylesworth, March 26th, AS-56.
For Kelsey, newest enrollee in the Western Roll of Honor. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
In the reign of King Hagen, Ruth, his queen, determined to find means to honor those in the kingdom who had been exceptionally gracious behavior. As was the custom in those days, it was not within her power to grant an award of arms, for that was the prerogative of her lord the king. Therefore did she, as a sign of favor of the queen, establish the Queen's Order of Grace. And the sign of the order is a pendant in the form of a crowned rose with a pearl pendant from it. And it is given by the Queen to those who she finds thoughtful and to all in the kingdom, dignified in carriage, and gracious in spirit and thought. Therefore does Her Majesty call before her this day Vera Vashniakova.
I'm pretty sure you were the one that told me that I get to do what I want.
That's Queen's order, yeah. You can say what you want. Queen.
Well, Vera, we have found you to be worthy of this honor and take pleasure in awarding it to you this day. So, you, since I met you, have been the example to me of what a peer in this kingdom is. You carry yourself with a grace and dignity that we don't see a lot. And
Certainly
you
doesn't
make
live
it
with me.
fun. I would have had no idea how to do this without you. I was in a panic after Crown because we stepped up the same weekend, and this woman drove out to our house to teach me how to be queen. And you are an example that I've followed through this entire reign. Every time I have questions, what I should do, or how to hold myself, or what to say, I've given myself the good old, what would Vera do? And you do that for a lot of people. You are an example to all of us. Thank you for everything that you've done for me, for everything that you do to this kingdom. For some really good gin and tonic. For everything.
Yep. For Vera, newest member of the Order of the Queen's Order of Friends. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
The strength and stability of the kingdom lie in these virtues of its people: prowess, creativity, and service. For if any of these are lacking, the kingdom fails. The servants of the crown, supported with their efforts and with their dedication, preserve the kingdom from extinction. Let the members of the Order of the Pelican attend upon their majesties. Your majesties grant those who need to stand permission. All right,
We are minded to admit Jared Galen to your right noble order. Let them now be brought forth.
What? Heed now this hero's tale, forged in pain's fires. His faith has been tested. Still he strove onward, wielding his sword, serving the mighty, shielding the crown, a guard for the throne, a faithful thane. While awards have been given, unspoken is this word fame. He gives help to the small folk, gifts of himself, to lift up the loads of those under life's burdens. Though broken, he is bold. Though humble, a hero. His spine has been pierced, and pure flows his lifeblood. Feeding the needy, his feathers shine bright, the plumage of a pelican perceived by the wise. Now welcome your kinsman. Know of his kindness. Hear the tale of his courage. Keep hold of its truth. Take joy in this day, for Jared walks before you, the one who has made of himself a true hearthstone, a weapon and helpmate for the West, a heart treasure. Vast is his worth.
Let Duchess Ebony Tunslayer speak her words of this candidate.
Your Majesty, may I take So we bring Jared before you today. I speak as a member of the Order of the Rose. And I cannot tell you of anything about him that brings me greater joy to speak of than his gentleness and his generosity. This man will give you his service, his talents, the shirt off of his back, his time, everything that he has. If you wish it, and if you ask, and you need, he is there for you. And he is a true gentleman in many, many, many ways. The gentility of here is something that is just suffused through him. He listens, he hears, he spends his heart for you. He gives to you at boundless depths. He has been for much time my peer, and thank you for this honor, Your Majesty.
Let Sir Brian of Bellatrix bring forth his words on this candidate.
With your permission, Your Majesty, I'll address your populace. His good poet on this evening said words that ring true. Vast is his worth. Vast is his service. This man that I have known for years, I truly got to know in just the last few. He has been ever present in this kingdom, in his barony, amongst his people, always with the lending hand, always there to serve, with nary a word of complaint of self-problem. This man has suffered greatly in his personal life, and never has it ever stopped him from showing you the true peer that he is today, and that is most certainly the reason why he kneels before you. I am a member of the Order of the Pelican. I actually, the week before he was offered, set my mind to ask him to be my student and protege. And I could not have been more thrilled that I was preempted. I commend you both, Your Majesties, and children of my nation.
Let Mistress Leirad of the Pageant speak her words of respect.
Majesties, Highnesses, assembled populace of my city. Good people of the West, these people who are before you, these are my heroes. These are the people who make everything that we do happen. All that happens out there, all of the art, all of the science, would be impossible without these people who make it so that we can do this thing that we love. I am here today to speak as a member of the Order of the Laurel. And as Laurels, we are asked to be leaders in our field. Each of us to be a beacon in the things that we love and the things that we do, the things that we have learned, the things that we share. This man before you is a leader. Doing things gets them done. Encouraging others to join you, to learn to do the things, to take joy in doing the things, and to make sure that the things happen. That's leadership. And that is this man. I love him above the stars. And my heart is so glad that you are saying to him, yes, you are a peer among these people. And I will only paraphrase slightly. Your people love you. If I knew nothing else than that, that would be enough.
Let Magister Simone de Montgomery speak his words of this candidate.
I've known this man basically since I first started. I believe 18 months after. I met him as a ranger. As I came to grow into the SCA and learn not only what the people virtue, but especially within the SCA, since we have certain cases. He was my early definition of service. He has been. He's a fighter through and through. But it's hard to fights through service.
Let his grace, Duke Hans von Wolfhaus, speak his word.
Your Majesties, may I speak from here?
Yeah.
What is left to say of this man, my squire, my friend, and a man I look up to? His deeds of service to this kingdom, oh, they shine a light on the West that is sorely needed, for it is a good light. It is the light that shows that here, where this all started, we have not forgotten that we do not do things for ourselves. We do not do acts of service to glorify ourselves. We do them for the kingdom we love. Jared does this. He does this on the field of war, where he has carried more banners than I can count. And despite being smacked really hard today, I can count pretty high. He does this in the barony of Darkwood, where, alongside his wife Brid, he served to lead our barony for many years very well. He does these things not for reward, not for recognition, not for a bauble. He does them for love of the West. And I can think of no higher praise for my friend. Thank you, Your Majesty.
We are minded to admit you to the Order of the Falcon. We accept from us this honor. Will you give us your word that you will henceforth comport yourself as befits a peer of our realm, as you most surely have until now, and that you will attempt in all your endeavors to be a noble example to our people?
Promise further to treat all with courtesy and uphold the laws and traditions of our kingdom.
We now swear fealty to the crown and kingdom of the West.
The sword's here.
The sword is here?
The sword is here.
All right.
Let's call for it, Your Majesty.
To your liege and before your peers, swear your oath. Here do I swear by mouth and hand. Fealty and service. To the crown and kingdom of the West. To speak and to be silent. To come and to go. To strike and to spare. To do and to let be. Things I establish as concerning me.
for our part, do swear fealty to you, Jared Galen. We promise to protect and defend you and all your household, with all of our power. If we depart from our throne, death take us, or the world end. So say we, Miles, King of the West.
So also say we.
Try this on the first attempt. Make me look good. Oh, look at that. Oh, so close. We all saw that happen on the first try. Then we now proclaim you, Jared Galen, Master of the Pelican.
I believe there are several. I have two. One is the Pelican token of Darkwood that gets passed to each Darkwood member, made by Master Falcon, who is no longer with us. The other one is a piece of artwork from his lady wife, and it shows instead of the pelican and its piety piercing its breast, it is piercing its spine, because that is what he has gone through, fought through, on the field of battle and on the field of service. And so that is for him as well.
I have known Jared Galen since before I was in the SCA, for his mother was a friend of mine at work. I have nothing but respect for this man, and therefore I pass on this medallion, which was made by the hand of Duke William of Howland, which was then passed to the Elf of King's Crossing, and then upon my elevation was passed. And I can think of no more worthy recipient, and neither can I, than this man.
Let Jared be robed, as befits his new estate. Rise, Master Jared, and greet your peers. Huzzah! 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 Let the proclamation be read.
Be it known that their majesties, Miles and Yitka, sovereigns of the West, do on this day elevate their subject, Jared Galen, to the peerage of the kingdom, and do admit them to the right noble order of the Pelican. And they do grant unto them by letters patencies arms, quarterly, gold and sable, a wolf rampant, sinister between three dish crescents, argent, to bear and to hold without let or hindrance throughout their realms, done by our words and hands, this 26th day of March, in the 56th year, the Kingdom of the West, Miles Rex, Yitka Regina. Coil do!
Darkwood!
Coil do!
Darkwood!
Coil do!
Darkwood!
We're gonna make it super fast so we can skip the time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for enduring this long court. Go drink, go eat some food. I'm sure we'll have more words to say tomorrow. Get out of here.
There is no further business before this court. Long live the king!
Long live the king!
Long live the queen!
Long live the queen!
Long live the crown prince and crown princess of the West!
Long live the crown prince and crown princess of the West!
For the other princes and princesses of the West, hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Hip hip!
Huzzah!
Go eat!
And we're out. We'll do morning court tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to